Hello, y'all. On this late Saturday night, or should I say Sunday, this is Kev, and this is BMBBH once again, and asking you to please scroll across. I mean, shit. Keep in mind what's going across the bottom of the screen. Lots of important stuff down there. Ask you to like the video as you come in. Share this video if you're a content creator or you're on social media, if you like, of course. Or if it's your first time here, please subscribe. Please subscribe to this uh, YouTube channel and help me on this journey to strengthen Black men's media. Um, the broadcast today is You Know Why I'm Here. Yeah, kind of my little slight tribute to another great black man, athletic black man, Marshawn Lynch. Um, and if you watch my channel on a regular basis, you should already know what I'm doing here. So, all right, let me also say this. I know that there are other people on tonight on other YouTube channels. Also, I understand that you could be anywhere else in the world. Saturday night is a very active night for socialites who love the night scene in various parts of the country, even various parts of the world. But you decided to be here, so I am in great appreciation of that. Thank you for being here. You guys are the realest. And also, since since I did this, also become a member. I've opened the memberships up, and if you if you like this channel, and especially if you want to see more content come from this channel, I just started doing my edited videos again, my BMBBH news. I put three out in the past 3 days. So once you guys have a chance, go check those recent news stories out. So once again, like I said, become a member and support the content, because see, here's the thing about supporting content. Doing things like becoming members and donating to cash apps and super chats. A lot of people would call that a grift, and the word grift, I noticed, had not picked up steam till recently. And the reason why it's picked up steam, because there's more and more black men that decided to say, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna start some on social media, start a YouTube channel, or start a Twitter account, or start a Facebook group, or even a lot of people are now migrating to Rumble. Simulcasting on Rumble and YouTube. Shit, I might start doing stuff on Rumble." But they've made these ways for people to donate to various content creators, and the intent, I believe, is good, because for one thing, it helps the platform make money, by being an ever presence on there. And number two, you get a return by having the opportunity to make money yourself, because this, believe it or not, and I discovered this like through social media, is running your mouth can be hard work. It can, organizing your thoughts and being able to articulate them in a way that does not bore people to death. You know, uh, that right there is reason enough to want to make money from doing something like this. And I've always pretty much stated that, hey, you should not have anything against black people finding a way to get money in their hands. And me myself being a black man, hey, that also. I don't have anything against that. And to hear people hate on it and call it a grift all of a sudden, that shit is not proper. So, yeah, so let's do some. I'm gonna be a little bit more interactive with the chat tonight. I mean, I really didn't have too much of a subject matter to go off of. I just, one of those broadcasts where I just use stream of consciousness to communicate. So let me go ahead and get some shouts out in this in this chat. Tell Toya is here. Um, um, RPM, what is going on? Long live my brother. Good morning, LED International. Yourself. Uh, Tell Toya I am on vacation and up past my bedtime. Hey, that's what happens when you're on vacation. Shoot, ain't no bedtime on vacation. Is whenever you feel like going to sleep to whenever you feel like getting up. So, hey, I hope you're enjoying your vacation. Jersey Lioness. Um, Chaos Rain, what's good, bro? Black Light Revelations too, what it is. And he states, it's a grip despite the fact that Google approves who gets monetized. LOL, only in our world. SMH. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Go and check out if you're watching, go and check out Black Light Revelations 2 channel. Go over there and support that brother as well. Very good content. Um, yeah. So yeah. All right. So also tomorrow night, the Smoke Show will be sort of a mega show tomorrow night. Um, I will be starting 7 because I'm up for the Black Manosphere Show of the week. But the Smoke Show must commence. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make it a mega show. I want people to come up and actually debate about like they did Monday about the Carlisha Hood situation. I find it to be a very interesting conversation, and it hasn't really lost momentum yet. Yeah, and then there's just been some new stuff that has happened since then, like the whole Knockout Kings T-shirt thing, and is like, wow. I mean, when I see stuff like this, it really exposes the community at large. And although a lot of people want to keep this kind of thing secret, put on the dog and pony show for everyone else. A lot of things that we do are just willfully problematic, and but I'll get more into detail with that tomorrow night. So definitely tune in for tomorrow night's Black Manosphere Show of the Week slash Smoke Show Sunday extra long mega show. The name of it is Carlisha Hood's um, Family Values. Yeah. Black like Revelation 2 said Monday's show was lit. Great show, bro. I appreciate that, my brother. Always. Yeah. Um, yeah, but back to, supporting black male media. I mean, y'all know why I'm here. Like I said, for those of you who tune in quite regularly. Um, like I said, I'm here to help strengthen men's media by putting another black man's voice out there. Um, I'm I mean, said there will be a movie about it soon called Carlicia's Way. Yeah, I mean, is it this is starting to, being a black man present on social media, it's starting to take on more meaning, and it's becoming more meaningful to me to be here because, hopefully before it's all said and done, I do have the answers that I'm looking for. And one of those major answers is, why is there so much shut up black men content out there? Why is it so much uh you know, we have to shut up as black men, and just don't talk about this, don't talk about that, only talk about what's safe to talk about. I actually had a grown man on a panel one time try to express to me and a couple of other guys on the panel that we need to talk about what's safe. And my response to that is there is not uh, really too many places that are safe for black men. Is like, so it is, how dare this certain content creator imply that there is we have to tiptoe. We have to tiptoe in order to, I would say stay safe in our words. I also heard another content creator try to say that the FBI was going to rain down upon us if, we didn't switch up our wording and find other things to talk about. I would say besides, making women the subject matter. And the whole thing about making women the subject matter. Okay, um, it does get cumbersome sometimes. It does, but see, many people won't do the sensible thing, and it's what I do when I see when I'm scrolling on my YouTube timeline on my cell phone or I'm on my laptop and I find a YouTube video to watch. Whenever I'm not doing anything else, if because my belief is that my time is precious and your belief should be your time is precious as well. All our time is precious. And you know why time is precious? Because we do not know the time nor the hour. We don't know when we're going to check out. Shoot, I may check out in the next 2 seconds. Yeah, I'm still here. I just want to see what. But yeah, it's like, why would I waste time going to material that I didn't like just so I can hate watch on it? It just seems as if it's just a waste of time to me. If I don't like your content, I'm just not gonna watch. I'm not gonna participate. I'm not gonna try to convince you or sway you into, you know, if of course you're completely unreachable. I'm not gonna sit there and try to sway you into my way of thinking. I'll just let you go about your merry way. I mean, unless it's about something that is directly related to me or directly related to whatever I'm doing. So, I do feel as if I can step in and say stuff. Well, when that starts to happen, especially when you specifically mention me, I will say something 9 times out of 10 if I feel like you're worth it. If I ever mention anybody on a video, if I ever mention anybody on a broadcast, um, be honored and privileged that I would actually take my time to say anything about you. Because see, the thing is, if I keep mentioning you, I must be admitting that something is very special about you, you know. So just like I said, just be honored and be privileged that that I will be even thinking about you in that light because I'm the one that exercised the option. If I don't like your content, I am not going to watch it. I'm not going to spend my time thinking about it, and I'm not going to act like, I'm not going to do broadcast at the broadcast. Oh my god, I wish they would just shut up. What are they doing here? They're such losers. I don't have to do that. I can more so spend the time on, subject matter that directly impacts us as a people. Thus the first word in the title of this YouTube channel, in the name of this YouTube channel. Black. Black. I was watching Sub Zero 3639 the other day, and I don't know if his broadcast went private, if he put it in private or YouTube decided to cut his broadcast because he was saying some real shit. I mean, he was saying some real shit, and Sub Zero, he from hometown, and I'm not saying that just because he from hometown, but I mean, he was talking about the use of the word black, and it is pretty much the same sentiment that I got. I don't care about being called black. I don't mind being called black. People always want to get super technical with it. Oh man, you seen the crayon? The crayon black? Do you look like that? Is that your skin color? Huh? 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 I mean, shut up, nigga. Shoot. I mean, would you rather be called colored or negroid? You know, those little endearing terms to 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 keep us from being called anything except human. Shoot. I don't mind being called black at all. Shoot, if you don't mind being called, if you want to say, hey, if you want to call, if you want to continue to call white people white, if you want to be super technical about it, I mean, everybody that says that, oh, why you keep calling yourself black, they don't mind calling white people white. And you take out a crayon, they don't look that pasty. Shoot, I, I mean, shit. I would usually say that black people are more ever since I was like a kid, like I was 4 or 5 years old, that black people are more of a brownish color and white people are more of a peach colored crayon. I never took out the white crayon to color white people. I always took out peach whenever I had like coloring books when I was a kid. Of course, I don't do that shit now because I know how many of you fuckers like to twist things around. But yeah, but yeah, just I don't mind being called black. Now, if it's not your preference to be called black, then hey, what, I would respect that. But, for me, you have to return that respect as well. Yeah. And, also another thing, here's something that I did, but I really did not want to do. But it became that anyway. I did not want to become the "What's Wrong with Black People" channel. And the reason for that was because sometimes I had a tendency to get sucked into the whole, you know, all you niggas do is complain. Why don't you talk about some certain things that are positive, and will help us grow and build as a community of black people. Why don't we so much more so talk about that? Now this ain't something that was recent. I've dropped that BS since then, uh, because I started to more so follow the philosophy of the you and YouTube. YouTube is a compound word. You becoming first. So your YouTube channel really should be an extension of yourself. Don't let people psych you out. You, don't let people tell you what your content should be on, especially as a black man. Because my thing whether you're tired of listening to someone or not, there's a lane for all of that. There's a lane for all of it. You can be as tired as you want to you blue in the face of certain content creators talking about women, or saying things that women do and female behavior in nature. But if you're not putting the same energy into, okay, why y'all talk about men all the time, then I don't like. Then just for me, I don't want to hear that shit. Just let people cook, let people rock, let them talk about what they want to talk about. I mean, if you're saying that, oh, we need to talk about this and talk about that, you take the first step and you do that shit yourself. You take the first step. No one cares about that bullshit. You be the example. I get so sick of hearing people complain about what other content creators are talking about. They're complaining about it, I would say. It's you do have the freedom to debunk any misinformation that people are putting out. I don't care if they're male or female. I don't care if they are black men. If it's misinformation, it's misinformation. If it's not factual, it's not factual. But for some of you out there, let me tell you something. Saying that that doesn't s- that this sounds like it doesn't make any sense. Once you say something like that, you have to say why it does not make any sense. You have to say why. Okay, here's an example. When people say that all black men do is kill each other, and we know who primarily says this kind of thing, that something like that does not make any sense to me. Number one, let me start with personal experience. I've never woke up the urge to just kill a random black man for no fucking reason. I've never, I've never woke up with the urge for that. I can start there. Then I can even carry it a step further. Then I can show you what some good, nice, productive two-parent neighborhoods look like. Then you'll see a bunch of black men, instead of having the urge to kill each other, get together there, talk, give each other tips on how to take care of each other's yards, talk about each other's families, stuff like that. Talk, in a good way. Otherwise, go in the house, shut the door, we all minding our own business. Then we're going to look at the environments, the places where all of this black men killing each other is going on, and see what kind of characteristics these places have. Rundown, lack of employment, gang culture, single mom environments, fatherlessness, I mean, which is the same thing as single mother environment, fatherless environment. It's just is literally the same thing. Yeah. Then you can look at the factors that contributed. You can always look at the common denominators. So you can begin to break down arguments using facts and factual observations, information that cannot be argued against. And dealing with our people over here in Western culture, we even have people that try to argue with facts. Our people that would rather go with the whole black men just wake up to kill each other instead of looking at the contributing factors. This is something that many black men and some black women have attempted to analyze. And then when they come back with the data, with their findings, and say, hey, you know what? We need to do better in this, and this area right here. Instead of us opening our mind, we default to defense mechanisms, saying, hey, you know what? Maybe this is something we need to do a little better on. You know, I've heard I've heard enough we as black men got to do this and got to do that speeches. I've heard enough of them to understand that yes, black men do need to step up, but only in certain areas, not taking care of someone else's kid, not going in dangerous, horrible neighborhoods to smack people in the head and make them act right. You know, stuff that'll get you messed up. No, we shouldn't have to subject ourselves to that just to save, say, just to save a certain block of people that, quite frankly, don't want to be saved. Let me see what y'all saying in this chat. Aaron Peters, we got us a new member. All righty. So, shout out to my members also. Remember I got to start remembering to do that. This is proper etiquette. Shout out to D Scott, shout out to Greg, and now shout out to Aaron Peters. Thank you very much, guys, for your support. Those are my memberships at this time. Also, shout out to Calvin Rogers, Raven Knight. What's going on? Dane Wan. What's good? What's good, Dane Wan? I'm listening. What is up? Yeah. Yeah, I ain't gonna take up too much space. I ain't gonna take up too much more time. I don't know. I might drop the link. But yeah. So yeah, support Black men's media. It's very important. It's very, very important. And I do admit it is gonna have to evolve, I would say, past YouTube. I mean, it's gotta be and I'm not saying, hey, you know what, go to Rumble too or do this or do that. Shoot, you can start your own website. I haven't done that. I know I'm dropping a bunch of suggestions that I haven't done. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's I do understand one day that it can't it at least for this channel it can't stay like this. People have done podcasts for years and years. They've done AM radio stations, talk radio stations for years and years. And YouTube is kind of an evolution to things like that. Um, so we're starting to get different personalities, many different voices, and I think and I believe that's a good thing. That is a great thing. That means that the stuff that you finally wanted to hear covered, you have an opportunity to hear this and not only hear it, but to do it yourself. Mm. So, you know why I'm here. That's why I created a Facebook group. I wanted a networking piece for black men. I also wanted to have some very important conversations, the conversations that needed to be had. That was 6 years ago. And instead, my people chose to turn it into a troll oasis where people just wanted to troll, people just wanted to say stupid shit all day. And, and it was something that at first I thought I could regulate it, but then it just, it kind of turned me into a troll too because, us N words, we won't leave shit alone. We default to the ignorant part of ourselves instead of instead of the smart. I mean, is what is that called being left brained or I don't know. I'm trying to still get that part right. Yeah, just because I'm an older gentleman doesn't mean that I don't have much more to learn. So I mean, and it just I always wondered why. Okay, we always complain about the conversations we need to have and we're not having, but we never make the effort to have those conversations and promote those conversations. And I'm not saying it's all of 'em. I'm not saying it's all of them. Oh, here goes weather. Rumble is becoming a safe haven for people. Hey, and here's what's gonna happen until Rumble will be that way until Rumble starts getting some money makers behind them. And I mean like they already got They already got a lot of outreach, and that's how YouTube started out. But once those sponsors, once those corporations start coming in, once those whiny ass celebrities started, going in there and start saying that, hey, we want to put some money into this, hey, their shit be just like YouTube. It'll be just like YouTube. YouTube is killing free speech. Um, I'm gonna tell you just like I told them yahoos on Facebook years ago. Um, it's their platform. It's not ours. Anytime YouTube decides that this channel would be deleted, that will be YouTube deciding it. I can't I can't make that call. Even though I do pretty much follow YouTube's community standards and guidelines, uh, I can't control what they are going to do the next minute. And, if you're looking at our political climate right now, they are trying to kill free speech anyway. Too many radical voices getting out there trying to change the way we all think, or trying to more so free our minds from, the demands of the status quo. That will always be a threat to them because, see, once you're free from that, then, they can't dig in your pockets like they're used to doing. YouTube won't even let you super chat if you put women or men into super chat. They censor almost everything because people are vicious. That word that rhymes with dishes, except for it begins with a B. People are so butthurt and sensitive these days. And it's a bunch of people calling people sensitive. Rumble is what right wing. Uh, right wing as in what? Right wing as in they're more conservative based, or right wing as in they allow racism or some shit. Because like I'll tell you just like this. Um People are often concerned with races expressing themselves and expressing their disdain for blacks and other groups of people. My message to black people is, instead of just whining about it and acting like this is some new shit, why don't you just fight back? And I mean like fight back with words. I'm not saying, go to somebody's house with a stick and a brick or something like that. I'm not saying that, because see, I don't incite any form of violence. And also, like, that whole men and women thing they doing, man, that's that whole gender shit that they trying to pull. And you can think, and all you black folks out there, you can thank your president for this shit and his political party. I'm more along the lines of, they're thinking of Dave Chappelle and J.K. Rowling. Gender is fact. If you want me, if you want me to understand you and where you're coming from, you're gonna have to understand me too. And that's just all there is to it. You can't ask for something that you're not willing to give back. At this rate, free speech may even get overturned. Yeah, yeah, yeah. At this rate, yeah, it is. You know, because people in power, as few of them as there are, want the ability to be able to control your mind. And that's what it's and that's really what it's always been about, is people that are in high places that are no smarter than you and me pulling these strings. And what we don't understand is we can get them bastards out. Yes, I supported the overturning of affirmative action in college admissions. Mm, they're finally doing their job. Hmm. Yeah, and then with the overturning of affirmative action, I see a lot of people that are just blaming the men of the Supreme Court, and they're also just blaming Clarence Thomas. What good the Supreme? I mean, what good did affirmative action do anyway? Because see, once a certain group of women became a minority, then all of those perks started going to them. Y'all sit up here and fight for shit that benefits other groups of people. They uh, and then the ultimate plan is to edge your black ass out anyway. This is why a lot of you have a lot of content creators, you have a lot of philosophical minds telling you that hey, uh, you know, maybe we need to try something else. I used to be on this. There have been plenty of opportunities for black people to catch up. Not so much catch up, but establish our own economy, establish our own communities. I'm not saying, "Oh, man, be monolithic. Oh, be race loyal." Because see, my level of race loyalty is not determined by a group of women. A lot of you guys, tend to have abandoned the concept of race as far as blacks are concerned when no one else is doing that. No one else is doing that except us. And we act like we don't understand how that serves to our detriment. And I get it. You have to back it with something tangible. You have to back it. Okay, you have to back being black with some actual forward motion. You know, we've had enough symbolism. We really have. We've had enough symbolism. We had enough kumbaya. We had enough holding hands and trying to pray it into existence. We had enough of that. It's time for us to put boots into the ground. It's time. It's like my mother said. It's like my mother said. God rest her soul. God helps those who helps themselves. If black people can't compete, it's not anyone's fault but ours. Blexit the community. What is going on? I've been seeing you over here a little bit more. Affirmative action could have been reformed to specifically benefit the best of black men first, but I guess that would have been seen as a handout, and I don't even believe in entitlements. Mm. Entitlements such as what? The reparations conversation? I actually support reparations. I've just brought that up out of nowhere, but I actually support reparations. I don't think this country should be able to get away with doing what they did to black people with just an apology. No, y'all niggas got to pay. Fuck all that. But it's not something that I'm holding my breath over. I'll say that. It's not something I hold my breath over. And if we did get reparations, would we use it to benefit the black community as a whole? Will we make an actual plan for the money to where we can get black dollars circulating in the black community? Or will it turn out like that damn skit on Chappelle's show? We just start doing all kinds of dumb shit with the money. Like, one line that stuck out to me in that skit was, like he the white guy in the skit said something to the context of they're just running over each other to give us this money back. And that's why a lot of us, like a lot of people, they a lot of black folks in particular act like that we don't need reparations or deserve to have reparations because something like that may actually happen. We be just breaking our necks and running over each other just to give them the money back so we get ourselves a new car or start a rap label or some shit like that. Why can't the best of black men compete in a merit-based society? Hmm. Why, yeah, why can't we? I mean I mean, something's gotta happen, and I'll give you a clue. We say we say that life is not this. There has to be there has to be a sense of fairness in there. It has to it it can't be, obstacles put in the way. I see this little every now and again on social media, I see this little propaganda picture. Okay, they got a white man and a black woman running in a race. The white man's path is clear, while the black woman's she got all this stuff in her path, broken glass, rocks, and everything. I got one thing from that image. They don't the artist didn't even respect black men enough to put them at the starting line with that white man. We don't deserve reparations because we weren't directly impacted by slavery. We were only impacted by Jim Crow, and that was remedied by the Civil Rights Act, another law that benefits other groups. And that I don't believe that was remedied by the Civil Rights Act at all. I think the Civil Rights Act it was just a calm down black folks kind of deal. Lyndon Johnson saw the unrest and how it was growing, amongst blacks because the Black Panther Party had formed, and um, I believe them people knew that the turn the other cheek, the peaceful resistance type thing wasn't gonna last much longer. So they had to do something. They had to throw us a bone to get us to calm down. So they invited Martin Luther King to be seen shaking hands with Lyndon Baines Johnson. And everybody all of a sudden loved the Democrats and everybody lived happily ever after because white nepotism exists. Yeah, of course, it's a good old boy system. It's always been a good old boy system. It's all, some of us had fathers that were so lost on opportunity, to make better lives for their families that they had to scrape and claw and work hard to get everything. And what that did was it, he was so a lot of our fathers and our grandfathers were working so hard to keep afloat for themselves that they didn't have anything to pass to their kids. It's just like get out there and do it yourself. Get out there in that water and swim like I had to. Uh, people who people who let me see how I put it. People are lucky to even if with the whole nepotism thing, people are lucky to have people that are able to open doors for them without them working so hard. But unfortunately, for many black men and most black men, we don't have that luxury. So have to we have to compete. We have to work 3, 4 times harder than everyone else. It's a character builder, but hey, shouldn't we get to the point in history where we get a little tired of that shit? I'm not saying go ahead and be weak and sorry and start begging and put your hand out like somebody's gonna put something in it besides a turd or some shit like that. But I'm not saying be weak. I'm not saying stop trying. I'm not saying any of that. D Scott, what's going on? Shout out to D Scott, the first one to buy membership. Uh, out from the Norm 18. What's going on? The outspoken introvert, a political pacifier. Hmm. Uh, I guess he was talking about the signing of the Civil Rights Act. My brother believes it would be better to let black people die off completely and just start all the way over from scratch. That's how bad he believes it is. Man, look, when you see stuff like, and I know people like bring up Chicago, Chicago, Chicago. They had a little uprising of teenagers in Lakewood, I believe. I think it was Lakewood. I may be mistaken, but they was pretty much doing that same shit they was doing the other day. They were just making noise, being in the streets, being disruptive, getting on top of cars, breaking windshields. And I'm sitting up there like, where the fuck? I mean, you where the fuck are their parents? We can say that, but we can like, because I was wondering where the fuck are their parents? Who's raising these kids? Who's raising them? But then again, these kids were old enough to know better. My parents would have killed me if I would have been out there like that. So I somewhat understand where your brother is coming from. Lexi the Communita, I don't believe in reparations either because slavery was never our struggle. We're too young, but affirmative action came in via civil rights and was implemented to allow the best of black men to reach. Okay, here's the thing. There and people have thrown this argument up, but it's a valid argument. There are still corporations that benefit from slavery, that are still currently benefiting from slavery. There are corporations that have had, I mean, that leached off America and then outsourced to different countries, thus destroying our economy. And let me tell you how that works because a lot of you are more politically astute. A lot of you have more financial literacy than I do. And so if I say this in a very basic form, then I always allow correction and learning, you know, for myself to come from the chat. Anybody listening or anyone that decides to participate on a panel that I open and I host. Um, Here is the thing with that. When you have so many companies and corporations that are selling their product in America, they keep taking money from us. They put it in banks overseas and they take their jobs and they put them overseas so they can pay somebody the equivalent of 5 cents an hour to be under horrid working conditions. What you're doing is you're siphoning money out of the American economy and killing the economy for a working class. So, guess what happens? Things are going to get so bad to the point where they're printing money. And now they're talking about this dumbass debt ceiling because guess what? They let some rich motherfucker get inside their lot, get get inside and become lobbyists so they can continue to do these things. It was this act that they signed called Citizens United that allowed corporations to bribe politicians, basically. And a lot of these corporations started with the blood money from slavery. So no, they are going to owe us forever, like they owe the rest of the world forever. I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying it's going to happen in my lifetime, and it probably isn't. And the thing is, that probably was the plan the whole time. If the further away that we get from slavery, then then we won't have to pay these niggas, basically. And this it kind of remind me of that story I just did. I don't know, maybe not the same concept, but go check out like the story. I got ex-judge who stole money from Tuskegee Airman uncle seeks loophole after ordered after being ordered to pay over $1 million. Her defense right now is that the man is dead. Why should I have to pay? Why should I pay him? He dead. I say pay his estate. Yeah. In a post George Floyd society, that's not true anymore. Black men have privilege now. Mm, what kind of privilege? What is this black male privilege? Like George Floyd got all this attention in the media because it was caught on video. So now everyone feels sorry for black men and want to extend their hand out in friendship. I seriously fucking doubt it. I seriously doubt it. What impact do you believe that George Floyd had? It was it the reason why it had so much impact because someone recorded it. Someone recorded it. Ahmaud Arbery's death was recorded. Mike Brown's death was recorded too, but that footage is rarely found. He's from the pad. Long live the habitual line steppers. Peace to the chat. What it do? Black men have privilege. LOL. It sounds crazy, but it's true. Yeah, it sounds crazy. You got to prove that to me. You got to prove that to me, bruh. I mean, what is what is your definition of privilege? The integration was the greatest equalizer since the hydrogen bomb. Destroyed people without a drop of blood being spilled. Shoot. Hmm. Integration and equalizer or something that served as even more of a detriment because it was like we had black culture, we had a black society with standards, but when integration happened, then it was yeah. Because my dad was my father who grew up in those difficult times. Said like he made this statement that integration was the worst thing that ever happened to black people. And the reason why he said this was because we knew who our enemies were. We knew who our allies were when we were segregated. We knew who they were. Then once integration happened, all those lines began to blur. Yeah, RPM. This is what he said. I've integrated my people into a burning house. Blexi the Communitas says it's not really black male privilege, it's Pookie privilege. It's Pookie privilege. Pookie privilege as in let me see. Let me see. If I could say that we have any kind of a privilege is that we have a mm, trying to think of how that can even be possible. I'm not saying that we're just suffering or anything. And I would say the level of privilege I have is, and I don't even so much call this a privilege, is that I know I intimidate people. I know as funny as that sound, they may seem a bit braggadocious. And, I'm not saying, oh, I'm just this intimidating motherfucker, but because I am somewhat larger in size as far as my build. Sometimes people have a tendency to either be intimidated or respect me a little bit more. I, that's about as close to it as I can get. Now, whether would you say that black men have more privilege than black women? Not that I'm trying to make this a whole gender thing, but when you say black men do have privilege, then you have all these women trying to act like that white people favor us or some shit like that. They said use a whether use a fist rider hard, huh? And whether retorts and says, "No, Rogish, I'm a referee. I call it down the middle." I'm not opposed to integration, but I do object to forced integration via Section 8 and illegal alien invasions. Yeah, that migrant thing in Chicago. That the whole migrant problem because yeah, I think that they're trying to do that in Atlanta too. It's like migrants come through Texas, and then like the governor in Texas just okay, since y'all want to call yourself sanctuaries, here you go, here you go, here you go. And but I will tell you this though, black folks complaining about there is, well, they're taking the opportunities away from us. They're doing things for these people that they should be doing for us. Um, when they were doing for us, what did we do with it? What up? What up, man?
Chilling, man. What to do, fam?
Oh, shoot, nothing too much, man. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Oh, I see Donnie in the chat too. What's going on, my brother?
You ain't shit.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Raven Knight said, "Oh, okay. Privilege number one. We have style. Style is a privilege."
No, I think he's saying zero privilege, and then one we have style. So I don't know. Well, the thing is, I think Weather's trying to point out an element of influence that we have, but that is not based upon in a power dynamic within um, the society, right? Now it could possibly become that, but motherfuckers ain't working together like that to develop. You know what I'm saying? To acquire power on that type of degree.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what's funny about those words, black male privilege? I think one of the first broadcasts that you were ever on of
Hmm.
mine, we were going down the black male privilege checklist.
Oh yeah, with that dude with the goofy name.
Oh God. Let me see if I can look it
Bring it
up.
back up.
Let me see if I can look up this dude's name. Yeah, let me see. Black.
It's a goofy name.
Yeah, I thought the list was pretty goofy as a whole,
Yeah.
but I'm not dismissing what Weather is saying. I just need a little bit more context because when I hear it, it sounds crazy to me based on what we're still experiencing in this.
That motherfucker said Pookie has a lot of privilege because of George Floyd. That whole situation turned everything on its head. Okay, so I see where you coming from. All right, so you one of those. So that's a pilgrim. All right, well, all right. What it do, pilgrim?
Pilgrim.
That's a pilgrim.
Uh, okay, so let me see.
Pookie, George Floyd. All right, then, whatever. Well,
What?
pilgrim minded. Fuck out
Oh
of here.
yeah, yeah. Here we go. Jewel Woods. That's his name.
Yeah, Jewel, nigga named Jewel.
Jewel Woods.
Get your mark ass out of here. Oh shit.
Let's see. Blexit documentary George Floyd being made into a martyr is Pookie privilege because under normal circumstances, he would have just been seen as a crackhead and menace to society. It was
Okay,
also
but
the
wait a minute. Nobody, the police don't get to nail nobody out for 10 minutes. It's not just he was just a crackhead in
yeah.
society.
Now I was just about to say that it was the inhuman way he was killed.
Yes,
Like
this is like in parallel to the same circumstances as what happened with Carlisha Hard Jaw Hood. You know what I'm saying?
man, either that dude was really fucking weak or she was really fucking tough.
That bitch got a stone jaw, man.
Man, man, I mean, like he looked like it was some haymakers going
I
on,
mean,
but
look, he was. That's the thing. He was more angry than he was trying to get at her.
hey, but
Because
but but
the way he was reaching back, he was just trying to shut her up.
I mean, but at the end of the day, them optics look very fucking terrible.
Oh yeah, they can look at no, they don't look that
Ain't
terrible.
nobody
Well,
ain't no and
the worst part was nobody was no. It went on like that for a minute, right? Nobody got out of line. Everybody stayed in there for their hot dog. Nobody asked them to quiet down. The people in the back kept working as if it was nothing going on. So nobody had no problem with how he was handling that. That bitch was out of pocket, and nobody said nothing. Nobody shifted. You notice that nobody got out of line. That wasn't too much energy for nobody in the spot. Not even the people working
you
there.
do yeah, and you know why I believe why some of that was
Wow.
desensitized to because of the constant violence.
Mm.
Like that is a incredible possibility. Now, Blexit the Communitas says BLM and the Democrat Party made him into a martyr. Um, yeah, I would say that was true. Seeing that Black Lives Matter are the ultimate grifters, the ultimate, and the Democratic Party
Facts.
uses black people as their, you know, every 2 to 4 years, we're their big virtue signal. You know, vote for us because everything is racist. Our opponents are racist.
Everything.
And,
And we're
and,
not.
and
And
you,
we're not. But they got other black people that are pointing out to them where they're racist, and they're like, all right, whatever. So it's like, all right, well, look, who are you going to believe in this? And if you're going to believe them, that you're going to believe them, what are you getting for believing in this? What are you getting? You're supposed to get something. If these motherfuckers don't want nothing, that's slavish as hell. But is
yeah,
it wrong to call it that?
yeah, but my thing is that yes, shoot, my thing is that you know right is right and wrong is wrong. I say
Facts.
that.
Facts.
Right. Yeah, yeah, I see you down there. Privilege.
I
That's
mean,
Jeremy Brown had Pookie privilege because he's being viewed as a victim as opposed to the career of the criminal he really is, as he was just released from prison recently before he died. Why?
mm.
Because so many black men, especially in the black manosphere, saying that Carlisha should have kept her damn mouth shut.
And he didn't die. It wasn't that he died.
the
They
man is
followed him to kill him.
the man is gone. I
You got,
mean,
you got to.
once that first shot went off and he decided to leave,
That's it.
he was
That's
no
it.
longer a threat.
That's
I
it.
mean, it
They could have stood at the door and watched him crawl, possibly bleed out, or you know what I'm saying, check to see if there's any police out there. Hello, officer. I just defended myself. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Nope. That bitch said, "Go finish him and then go get his girl."
hmm,
Y'all just want to see this nigga dead. Y'all want him to have the label of a pookie. Y'all want to have a figurative motherfucking dude who ain't you, so that you can point to, be like, see, yeah, them the motherfuckers that deserve all that shit, not me.
Man, let me tell you something.
Fuck that.
Let me tell you something. Jeremy Brown to a lot of these people are that like Jeremy Brown and Kevin Samuels are the same person to a lot of these folks. They might as well. Kevin Samuels might well be been out here punching women in the face. The way they think. I mean, it's just a bunch of goofy fake outrage. But
Yo, get
I
the
want to
fuck
say
out here.
I want to save like a lot of this for tomorrow evening because
Uh,
like I'm Black Manosphere Show of the Week and it's Smoke Show Sunday. So that show
okay.
tomorrow
All right then.
that show tomorrow gonna be about 6-7 hours.
Oh, let's get the back while you're here then.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Yeah. And we got Crazy Chihuahua. You know who this is, Roach.
Captain Heathen. Yeah, I know who the Heathen is.
My dog.
You ain't here.
What's going on, fellas?
Peace.
Whether said I have my own worldview that differs from typical black men. I just call things as they are, and I respect that. Don't worry. You got my respect. I'm not like other content creators. Man, fuck you, man. Man, you there's an echo channel. You don't think like me. Like other niggas. But
Nah, not there. It's just that there's some nuances that they don't be covering, and it's like it's not all cut and dried. I mean, it's like, look, the motherfucker. You don't get if the police. Roger said it on this show. If the police don't get to follow after nobody and shoot them in the back, how the fuck anybody get to? That's all. That's all it is. It's like, look, if they would if little bro would have emptied a clip off in that nigga in the store and he died, I would have granted that justified. I would have said, all right, could have been fear, ain't no telling, finger us up on the trigger, whatever the fuck. All right, go ahead. It is what it is. You beat on somebody, mama, you get what you get, right? But once the shooting stopped and his fleeing kept on, there you go. That's it. But I'm gonna leave it at that because we're gonna get back into
What's
what up, Danny?
What it do, Donnie?
going on? Y'all debating the lady, the fish fry killer,
Tomorrow, mañana.
the chicken market, the chicken market killer, the killing, the slaying of the young black man after he teed off on the mama and the son came and bopped his ass in the KFC.
I mean, well, yeah, but
I don't think it was a hot dog stand.
It was a hot dog stand. I thought it was a chicken joint. Shit.
It was wiener schnitzels.
them shits must be good because nobody got out that motherfucking line, dog. That motherfucking camera stayed steady the whole time, and you saw how many people they was waiting. They didn't give a fuck.
But I'm interested in more of how the argument started. Now,
that's what I wanted. I always wanted to know how that argument started. I mean, we know it ended in her, walking away and him not. But I'm curious how the argument started and what she was saying to him for him to be on some. Shut the fuck up. If you say one more motherfucking word, bitch, I'm gonna tee off on your ass. And then proceed to do it.
Nobody said nothing. That's
she was in there clearly running her mouth. But the fact that that happened, nigga, it is what it is. These are consequences to your actions. Because I'd have popped that nigga too. But yeah, I everything about it is crazy. And then the DA dropped it because it's really an unwinnable fight. You're not gonna take that to trial, and ain't no jury gonna convict her. You just waste court resources. But the fact that she's now trying to sue the city is, to me, amazing.
That ain't amazing. That's amazing.
It's amazing because, bitch, you haven't learned the lesson of sometimes you just need to shut the fuck up and walk away.
Oh no, she ended to win it, man. Did you see the bitch press conference?
Nah, what did she say?
Look at my last video. Look at my last video.
Oh no, it's bad.
We went into the shit, but yo, Kev, what was the? I saw you had Marshawn on your shit, so you were saying what? I'm just here for the action, boss.
Basically, like, yeah. I'm here. I'm here basically to strengthen black male media by yet offering another needed perspective out there.
Right.
Black men's media rather. Yeah, and I believe that there need to be more black men voices out here because it's like a lot of black men voices are here as a reaction to, you know, the propaganda these broads put out,
Right.
and and really, I understand when people say that, we kind of need to get away from that, but it is also necessary for us to clear the air since we are the stronger, more powerful, more logical thinking group of people within our community.
Right.
And I'm not saying, I'm not being like not being like your boy Negan from The Walking Dead, and I'm not going around here talking about big swinging dicks. I ain't doing that. I'm just saying, it's okay to be a man in any and all situations, especially if you're a black man in this
I,
country.
I mean, well, the thing is, that's our power. That's the issue that those who operate in power got with us ultimately.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then like I understand that like a lot of the female conversations like about females are ad nauseum, you know, but
Well, no, no, no.
it's
They're
as long.
permitted to grow that like that. You know, they're supposed to be expanding, but a lot of folks are permitted to get on the panels that's in red pill rage, and they, you know, what I'm saying, dislodge things or keep things at a level to where you don't continue building.
Yeah. Um, Building. When people say that word building, what exactly do they mean? What do you
Building
what it
contextually, building a higher contextual understanding of what it is that you started speaking about.
that man that man Weather said he hit that woman with the force of 1,000 Ray Rays.
Man, that bitch ain't got nan bruise on her.
And then that bitch took it like Vegeta. Goddamn.
Nigga,
Shoot.
that's hard. That's hard jaw hood, man. Steel jaw hood.
And I mean, like, even in her mugshot, it didn't show that her face had any bruises on it.
No, nope.
Like any kind of analysis on that, Donnie? I mean, you're the fighter. I mean, Rogish is a fighter too, but you MMA fight
He,
analysis.
he was reaching back, man. You gotta understand, he was reaching back, and all that was just frustration. He wasn't trying to hurt her. He was trying to silence her. That's all it was. If she would have shut up, ain't no way he would. Nope, he wouldn't have threw nothing. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Uh,
Somebody said maybe she cut a line. Whatever she did, she don't want. She probably initiated the offense in the situation because I don't know no one. I ain't been nowhere where anyone is going to let the energy grow like that, and not one person. You know what I'm saying? Put out some type of detractor. If you don't stay, I'm not talking about stepping in front and including yourself. No, hey, y'all, keep it down. You didn't even hear nothing like that. You didn't hear nothing from the people in the back cooking. You still heard them motherfuckers flipping, you know what I'm saying, hot dogs and all that shit.
Man,
That he was giving that bitch some motherfucking energy that everybody was pleased with. People didn't get out of line. People didn't
that nigga,
shift in
that
the
nigga wanted his
line.
food. That nigga wanted his food.
He look. She was obstructing something, and they felt, you know what? He's a man for the job.
Hey, Rogish, hold. Hey, Rogish, hold up. Hey, Donnie, you trying to say something? Cause your mic ain't sounding good unless you doing something else.
That nigga sleep.
That nigga just came over here and fell asleep. That man said 2 words then. bro, bro, we hard, but we hard workers out here, man.
Nigga, stop.
We hard workers out here, man. I'll tell
My
you that
bad. I
much.
was knocked the fuck out. Listen. I had a long day. I had just got back in the house from the whole day. Listen, niggas is tired around here. I'm up now. I'm up.
Nah, nigga, take your
I
ass to
told
sleep.
you, I told
I'm
you,
up now.
man. I told you, man. We hard workers around here, man.
Oh shit! I heard him talking, and I heard ah. I said, "Oh, let me wake up." Thought it was the Wicked Witch. Nah, it was Rogish laughing.
Fuck you, cuz. Sleepy ass nigga, go hit the hay, nigga.
Raffy S. says apparently she was not happy. See, we should be saving this for tomorrow night, but we go. This conversation is so red hot. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
it is what it is. It said apparently she was not happy about her order at the pizza place, and there was a hot dog stand, and
Oh
asked to remake it,
shit.
and was holding up the line.
Ain't that a bitch? Bitch, get your food and go. And nigga end up dead and murdered behind that.
That nigga dead.
Oh.
That nigga hungry and dead. What the hell?
Oh
That's a cold
man.
piece of work.
Oh,
So,
they gonna
bitch,
get
how you
ooh.
fuck up on a hot dog? I do want to know that though.
Ooh.
Man, that's like one of the simplest things to make in the world. I mean,
Yeah.
You want
I
mustard?
mean,
No mustard.
like for real, boil the fucker or whatever, however you cook it. I mean, it might make a difference how you make your chili, you know. But,
Wow.
man, let me tell
That's
you
a
something.
funky bitch right there. And if you look in the video, she stood there with her chin jutted up at this motherfucker.
The problem with all of this is, I don't have a problem with what went down, but it's that she's now become fucking Superman for a whole bunch of ratchet bitches running around. It's a whole
Mhm.
bunch of ratchet bitches running around with an S on their chest because a hood rat in the projects near you could be in this situation, and her son could come in and
Easily.
blast that nigga, and
Easily.
you could be the target if you say anything against her, and that's why I have a problem.
Weather says one of your order remade doesn't warrant a falcon punch to the jaw. Ralphie S said, "How come Jeremy didn't shut the hell up and walk away? Cause niggas, that's why." Um, Blexit the Community said, "I'm on the west side of Chicago, but not in a typical west side neighborhood. Over here is like the suburbs and right next to the suburbs." Well,
What
stay
did
safe.
Roger say about this shit?
Yeah, I
Oh,
want.
watch it.
Yeah,
Watch Roger. Roger went in. He
yeah.
went
I heard a
in.
certain. I heard a certain panelist kept egging him, and he just decided to say, "Hey, fuck it."
I
You
mean,
like nigga here now.
like so Roger's a politician, right? But that was this hit home. You know what I'm saying? Shot time. Um, it's like all right when you think about it, it was like all right. She got off because he died. So all right, so no charges to her because he died. So if he would have lived, she would have got charged. So that's what they're based upon. That doesn't make sense. What is his
Dead
life
men
worth?
tell no tales.
No, not no dead mental hotel. What is his life worth though? Wait a minute. It's
Let me tell
how
you something. The a black man's life is already worth very little in this country. When he
Mm,
gave her that 3 piece, the only thing that a lot of people could think of is men hitting women.
look,
Men should not hit.
that was not a three piece. He struck her three times. A three piece is continuous, left, right, left. I'm thinking everybody hollering three piece. That wasn't no fucking left, right, left. That nigga reached back three times with the same motherfucking hand to silence that bitch. Each time it was supposed to be a goddamn sleeper. She pissed him off to that degree. Oh, those were Hail Marys each time.
That nigga Weather.
Bitch, shut the fuck up.
That nigga. That nigga Weather. They fighting over summer sausage sandwich. It's, and that Jeremy Brown is still waiting in line behind MLK and Malcolm X.
Oh, that's fucked up, cuz.
This didn't come in. This didn't hit come from me. All it proves is that we have the worst gun laws in America, and that soft on crime policies do not and cannot work. Hence the reason Jeremy Brown was out of prison.
What? Soft on crime policies.
That man said, Weather said that was a 1 piece with a half drunken soda.
With a half drunken soda.
So y'all off the chain, man.
How's it go?
Man, y'all off the chain in here, man. Shoot. But Rogish, let me ask you a question. Let's kind of because I want to save a lot of this for tomorrow night.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. How and why did you get the idea to come to YouTube as a black man?
All right. Well, I've prior to YouTube, I've always wanted to operate my own television network. I was thinking about this when I was in the service, going to all them other lands back in like 1998 and shit.
Hmm.
Um, and kept getting them dumbass inquiries from all the foreign folks about all the popular culture things that they were viewing over here and referring that to us because that's the only thing that they saw about niggas over that. You know what I'm saying? So TV and all that. So I'm like, all right, let me see if I can put something out there to where there's a little bit more of a balance because I'm not a hater. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, all right, well, you got to get your money up, right? You got to get your skills up. So film and audio production, you know what I'm saying? I was already in school, you know what I'm saying, rocking with it. And then next thing you know, YouTube dropped. Bam. And at the exact same time, I'm learning all this shit, Final Cut Pro and Pro Tools, all that shit, right? Cutting, editing, cinematography, all that. All right, this gives you that platform that he was looking for. But then everybody had a TV show, and it's like, fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then I turned it to something more that I could use, a video diary of my thoughts and progress.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Turn it to like a school for myself.
Okay. Yeah, good. I'm seeing that you having a little recent growth, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate
Yeah, man.
everybody's
Yeah,
support already.
I hope it keeps growing, man. You make that 1K and beyond, man. It was rough for me to make 1K, man. I remember out them days I was happy, like, damn, I'm at 155 now. Hey,
Already.
yeah, we getting it now,
Yes, sir.
And like my channel really started getting into the algorithm with the Botham Jean case. But
Okay.
yeah, what really encouraged me to come to YouTube was the Facebook group. I started the Facebook group, and it was like uh, one thing that I didn't anticipate with forming the Facebook group is that our people were so fucking wacky mentally,
Yeah.
and and I'm sitting up there like, that people can't be this stupid. I mean, you're scaring all the intelligentsia off, like. So, I'm just here to explore like a lot of the reasons why this is, and is there a way to have the conversations that seemingly everyone else is afraid to have? And like
Hmm.
the space itself, what I believe that the Black Manosphere ultimately represents, you know, um, gave the room for that because otherwise, niggas would have been scared.
Yeah.
We'd have been trying to do entertainment channels, book reviews instead.
Right.
And I mean, I would have to say that, and a lot of people don't want to hear this. A lot of that shit that we're doing right now, and I'm gonna have to say this, was pioneered from Tommy. We had other people doing videos and such,
You
but
know what? That is correct because
yeah.
with my first introduction um, of somebody black within the manosphere actually was Tommy.
And Tommy does not claim Manosphere. In fact,
He
he
ain't gotta
calls
claim it, but
he,
shit, back in
yeah, he actually
2000.
calls the Black Manosphere in its current state his bastard children.
Well, no. I'm not saying the
And
black manosphere. I'm talking about the
I
manosphere
hit it.
proper.
Yeah, and then like somebody saying that, I hit him in the face with a fucking vacuum cleaner. I'm nobody's bastard. My dad at home right now, dumbass. You know, I mean, but I get what he's saying. So many people are trying to duplicate what he's done and think using, black female fuckery, which is more so a term pushed by Obsidian, and just talking about black women is gonna do it, and you
I mean,
know
what the thing was, I think at the time I was rocking with the Black Power sector, and he came up doing someone that was doing critiques. I think I was reviewing people that was critiquing social critiques of black people, or whatever. And he came up, and when I first heard him, I'm like, all right, good critique. You know what I'm saying? Never heard a brother, speaking, sharp about it. But then I started picking up on the pilgrimisms, and I'm like, all right, if you love black women, what the fuck? Why this shit so sharp like that? I'm open to a critique. I'm like, yo, yeah, and I say, yeah, you right about that, right about that, right about that, right about that. And then I don't know, one of the slurs that he made up, and hyenas or some shit like that. And it's like, all right, Oh, I don't know if that was him or it was something. It was a fucked up slur that he gave sisters at the time. I'm like, oh nah, cuz. He actually went in my homie, Thorough, on y'all remember when he did a show about Field African Refuge? And he kept saying, Thorough, like little bitch.
Hey, shout out to Toya real quick. Thanks for the cash app.
Grammar musician and physician.
Yeah, the grammar Nazi herself.
Seek her.
Yeah, Toya the tutor. Yes.
Toya the tutor has touched down.
Yes, she has.
Glad you made it safe.
She said she's on vacation.
Already.
And it's past her bad time. I was like, dude, ain't no bad time on vacation. Yeah, better do like Will Smith. Welcome to Miami or wherever you went. You know. But Lexi Duck Communitas said Tommy created Hair Haddock Hooligan. AM created Hyena. Okay, Angry Man.
Okay,
yeah. Yo boy, Angry Man.
Yeah, we ain't gonna go there. I'm one of his least favorite creators. He said, "You're a fucking piece of shit, my nigga."
God damn. You really made him angry, man.
Oh, cuz he was mad as a motherfucker. I'm gonna show y'all one of these days.
Oh man, Jesus! You should do a reaction.
Nah. I don't want no smoke to be behind that. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a whole colorism thing and everything. It's like, nah, I don't really rock with that. Nigga's a nigga to me.
Yeah. And you know, I know I do my little team light skin jokes, but them just jokes.
Well, we all gonna have our jokes and shit. You know
yeah. You know, light skinned dudes take pictures like this. AM1, you know, I mean, it was just a joke. You know, you say what you want, I say what I want. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, but that's why I'm here. Donnie still up, or is Donnie? Yeah. I mean, I know he's trying his best, but yeah.
Y'all wow.
So Donnie, would you mind sharing the story about what brought you to YouTube? Because Donnie actually created his channel before I did. I created mine.
Well, it's a lot of twists and turns in that. One was to prove a point to Captain Crackhead. You know who that is.
Yeah, I know.
And then, you know, out of really listening to these dudes on YouTube, it was really apparent to me a lot of these motherfuckers had no idea what the fuck they were talking about. And they were out here giving real, I wouldn't say game. They were giving advice to the younger generation, and that couldn't be standard. Like, I couldn't stand for that. It's a lot of fucked up people giving advice, talking about they players, pimps, conservatives, and all this extra shit. Like, nigga, what part of the game is that, nigga? Yeah, I'm from the streets, but you know, I'm very conservative in my views. You know, I'm a pimp, but I believe in the Lord, and the Lord told me that, you know, you don't have premarital sex, but you better get all the pussy you can. Nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? Right? So, in listening to those dudes, it became apparent. I said, let me just do something and really do this show. But in the same vein of doing that show, I wanted to have some hilarity, some comedy with it. So, you know, when I first was doing these shows, I brought on a large group of diverse people. You know, you had some women from the hard head areas of life, and then you had some dudes who were sensible. And you know, you had a conversation, but all in all, the thought process of it is, you know, you go to your uncle's house, your people's house, and you sit down at the table and you playing dominoes. You might have a bunch of different motherfuckers from different walks of life, but at that domino table, you all equal, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And the conversations that came from that is beauty. I think one of the highest grossing shows I did was like the 7 Levels of Disrespect. And it was the conversation of, you know, you put in a position, how do you answer? How do you respond to that? You sitting with a chick and she say some real disrespectful shit, and she in front of her family, but this is the person you with. How do you respond to that? And I felt like these are things that nobody tells you about when you growing up. They tell you to go to school. They teach you how to, maybe they even teach you how to get a girlfriend or get a girl. But when you put in this specific situation, how do you respond to that?
Right.
Yeah. Let me say something about that 7 Levels of Disrespect show that Donnie had. That one show added like 200 or 300 subs to his channel. That one show with no one sharing his stuff in a community tab. So that right there let me know that if Donnie really took the YouTube seriously, then he would surpass all the habitual line steppers.
Shit. I know.
No. I mean, when you gotta you have to acknowledge certain things. I mean, I have confidence in my ability to deliver messaging and everything. After overcoming an incredible amount of stage fright. I mean, for real, I grew up. I grew up with tremendous stage fright. But Donnie really has it, but he has found better ways to do things. So
I'll be back as soon as this situation's over. Yeah, I'm off to the races. I'm gonna sit down and we're gonna have to do this thing because I'm seeing a lot of the ideas I thought of and shit I was going to do has profited for a lot of people. I'm like, fuck. Well, if this corny nigga can do it, I know I can do the shit. But I think that I think that having these conversations in a large panel platform with reasonable individuals, I think it would be a great. It's just a great show. I think there's too many dudes on here who are full of fucking shit. You have dudes on here with 18 baby mamas telling you how you should move with the chick that you dating, and nigga wasn't able to do it in his own life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like when you get to the barbershop and you done pulled up in a nice little car, like, oh damn, yeah, damn, yes, you done pulled up in a Mercedes, huh? Oh, okay, yeah. If I had that type of money, I wouldn't have bought no Mercedes. I would have done this and I would have done that, and then you go, oh, okay, well, what you doing in the barbershop? You getting your hair cut? No, I just came in here to sweep. They needed somebody to sweep. I need a couple other extra dollars. Nigga, what? What the fuck are you talking about, right? So when I get the chance, I'm gonna bring it back because there's a lot of common sense shit that needs to take place, and I think that doing it in that open platform with women, right? Not on this, I can't stand these bitches. No, and I'm not talking about on no fresh and fit shit neither, because them niggas they play it out and they doing corny shit and they finna tank. It needs to be a logical, actual conversation with motherfuckers who can hold their own, can have a conversation. If your girl. And like I think I'm trying to think of what one of the 7 levels of disrespect was, what one of the examples was. But if you out with your girl and a motherfucker starts flirting with your girl, what is the proper response, right? Well, I mean, what would you do if you out and about with your girl, maybe at a restaurant or some shit, or maybe at the club? Club is a little bit easier. And you leave, you walk away, you go to the bathroom, and you come back, and somebody's sitting in the chair that you were sitting in next to your girl at the bar, right? So it's the bar. It's not, it's a public platform. So the nigga's sitting in the spot, and he's talking to your girl, and your girl sees you, and you come back, and you make eye contact with your girl, and your girl proceeds to continue talking to this nigga, flirting. What do you do from that point?
What the fuck? You walk away. What? That ain't your woman. That ain't your girl. You keep walking past. You leave the bathroom. Leave them talking, however they doing, whatever the fuck they doing, and get you. I'm saying different shit. What the fuck?
Yeah. And
that ain't your woman.
Eat first, and then eat first, and then bail on the check.
I mean,
but but I've heard niggas in this space, and I'm trying to figure out how to do it without giving up who it is. I really don't care, but I'm not gonna put Kev in that line of fire. But I've heard niggas in this space talking about how they would punch that nigga in the face.
I mean, well, if the face is punchable,
Nigga, what? You finna fight over the bitch that's clearly
I
disrespecting you?
I did. I did. Well, look, not my cloth. Not my cloth.
Right? But these are the niggas who are giving us advice, who and they want to see themselves at the top of the spectrum when we have these conversations. Well, you should listen to me. Well, no, nigga, I don't want to listen to anybody that's going around here punching niggas in the face for talking to their bitch because the bitch was giving him the action. Nigga, it would be different if your girl was like, "Hey, leave me alone. I'm not here with you," and the nigga would just leave. Yeah, all right, sock that nigga in his motherfucking mouth. But your bitch just disrespected you, and then you gonna punch him in the face. What you think the bitch gonna turn around and do? Oh, that was sexy. Let me give you some pussy. No, nigga, it's not gonna happen like that.
nope. Dude.
But I think a lot of these youngsters is lost, and they have these knucklehead niggas giving them advice that just don't make no fucking sense. But when you don't know no better, and then you have the whole ethos, the crowd behind you cheering it on like it sounds good, niggas are just walking down the hill like some lemons about to run off the cliff.
Yeah, that's like the basis of niggerdom, ain't it? Is remember, like, we had this conversation a long time ago. It's like you could be having a conversation with someone that disagrees with you, and it could be it could be becoming a productive conversation. Once that nigga comes in and starts disrupting everything, the conversation is over for the sensible person. You might as well just leave it at that. Basically, like, fuck them, think how you want to think. I try not to waste my time with idiots. At least not anymore. I used to, I used to troll quite a bit, but when I really get going, like, when it goes beyond trolling, I can say things to people that I don't even know about that cut deep. That's why I'm so calm up here, because I know what I am capable of. You know, you and your feelings are gonna want to whoop my ass.
Sometimes it just don't be fucking worth it. Like, nigga, oh yeah, no, I'm cool. They're like, prime example, level of disrespect. I'm sure that bitch came into that hot dog spot talking real crazy. What should he have done? Should he have teed off on the bitch? said some slick shit and went on about his day, knowing that bitch ain't got nothing going for her?
He started
Or
off
should he?
talking to her, though. I mean, that's the thing. Obviously,
You can't talk to
however,
you can't talk to knucklehead bitches. He should have known when the way that bitch came up in there with that $5 dress in her head wrapped. Wasn't nothing he could say to that bitch to reason with her.
okay, but he didn't seem like he was a reasonable cat to begin with, letting himself, get to that degree. The whole point is what it's not he should have walked away or she should have walked away. It's best to look at the whole objectivity in it. If they aren't the only ones, and we're back talking about it too.
Yeah. No. There's plenty of conversation to be had. Believe me, I'm gonna set it on fire tomorrow night. So,
all right, but I did want to continue speaking on the whole element of why I'm here, because I think that's important, because a lot of cats don't understand. They don't have a purpose. You know what I'm saying? A lot of cats, their purpose for being here is the shit is entertaining. And it's like, all right, well, nah. If that's the case, then you're wasting a lot of time. You're wasting a lot of time if you're merely here for entertainment.
Yeah, but it don't even be good entertainment. Like, it was a nigga I ran across, and I hate to see this because this nigga's always in my feed now. I have not subscribed to this nigga. This nigga's named himself after a product that you put. He named himself after bread. I just leave it at that. The nigga named himself after some bread, and I'm trying to figure out I think it was a short with this nigga, and this nigga was talking about some black women and how he's a high value man. And when he opened his mouth, he had rotten teeth.
Yeah, but wait a minute.
You get a high value dental job. How about that?
I was like, this nigga, the nigga has rotten fucking teeth. And in the video, he was like, yeah, well, you know, I say black women, and y'all can talk about my teeth all you want to, but that don't stop y'all from being big. Nigga, what?
But look,
I mean,
look,
just hand them the gun. Just do that.
look,
Hand them the fucking gun.
this is what happens
give
when
them
you don't have a council, though. When you don't have a council, and the structure isn't where it's supposed to be.
Well,
right?
we tried to introduce some structure with the
Yeah.
list. You know, we tried to introduce some structure with that, but then everybody went ape shit over that. like they were going ape shit broadcast after broadcast on that bad guys channel, like, you know, and everybody likes to pretend like that shit didn't happen. Like, you know, and then whenever you say something about it, they play dumb, like you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So, you know, but you know, that whole debacle about the list a couple months ago, it was only because a popular female YouTuber posted the list on her community tab that these niggas really started to pay attention.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, this list is this. This list is that. This is like shut the fuck up. I'm putting another list out next week. God damn it. You know, like fuck the fuck off, man. Like this for real. Like these dudes, like a lot of these dudes, even though a lot of these conversations are ad nauseum, these motherfuckers who complain about this shit put way too much importance into females. Like way too much like it is either conversations about female nature or female led niggas complaining about conversations.
I mean, yeah. It's a nigga who don't run their house telling you how to run yours.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that episode of Albion Preach where they exposed the nigga who's a game guru. What's his name? And then come to find out the white woman he's dating, he's actually married to, and she's a single mother.
Oh, I know who you talking about too.
I said,
and guess what? He was in the group at one point.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, a lot of these niggas figured out what the angle was, and they running with it.
Hold up. He's a game dude. That dude is considered a game dude.
He's a game dude, and it's. I've heard a whole bunch of niggas reference him like he's a god.
Video game, right?
No, like a player type. You know, he teach you how to deal with women. And
a woman is not gonna want you unless.
Yeah, like nigga, what?
Yo, okay, wait a minute. Them motherfuckers won the game dudes back in the 80s.
Somebody got it right in the chat.
Oh, he put it down. He put it there. Oh, okay. Yeah, Donovan Sharp. I had never heard of this nigga until I think Ed brought him up. I think, and Ed brought him. He was like, "Yeah, Donovan Sharp and such and such." And I was like, "I don't know who the fuck he is," but I heard people outside of him like revering this nigga. Like he's just so sharp and the shit he says, and he's so on point. And then I seen that one episode, and he was like, "Yeah, it was a clip where she was like, yeah, I'm gonna go out with my friends, and we're gonna do such and such." He was like, "Okay, well, you know, the relationship's over when you get back, so don't worry about it." And she was like, "What? Huh? What do you mean?" And I was like, "Damn, that nigga, he pushing a hard fucking line." Come to find out, the bitch is a single mother. They've been lying about the kid, and in the background, you know, she probably run his ass, but he got to do it for the camera.
Wow. Okay. All right then.
Well, look. A lot of these dudes submit.
That nigga's still blowing up and shit.
Man. Hey. Let me bring this up real quick. You heard your girl channel got hacked, right?
Who that?
Wigatron.
Wigatron? Oh yeah, you gonna have to back chat that one.
The most evil
The bang.
Oh Lord. The eagle has landed.
Man, the Eagle. Yeah, yeah. She her channel got hacked and people kept putting like gaming shit on there. But she did get the channel back. And you know,
Uh,
and many of her and many of her followers is trying to pin it on who they always pin everything on, black men.
Okay.
nah. Well, well,
So
well,
it
well.
can be her inflammatory style of, you know what I'm saying, her delivery and everything. And
Yeah.
I mean,
She get a good
she
couple of followers. Why hasn't she upgraded that wig?
I
I mean,
mean,
look, is she
shit.
surprised that the algorithm could be assaulting her and want to blame that shit on us? She's just trying to
Yeah, I don't
weasel
care.
herself back into relevancy, like a couple of other cats I done seen trying to weasel herself back into relevancy, back into the black manosphere. Well,
Man, let me tell
I
you
ain't gonna
something.
say that.
I got a Facebook friend
Uh huh.
that's a black mom, and she got sons, and she's always posting Cynthia G stuff.
Ooh, oh, that's
Ooh,
not good. That ain't good.
I question her on that shit. I'm like,
Hmm.
not like she cares or anything, or not like I was trying to what these guys call it. I wasn't trying to SBE her.
Okay.
oh, I
I
hate
said,
that
man, y'all need
fucking
to get
term so much. It is so
man,
stupid.
man,
All
man,
right.
man, get that pussy shit out of here. We're men, goddamn it. It's like
SBE. Yo, shout out to
SBE.
Green Gorilla for the song.
What? Green Gorilla, man.
Oh, yo, you ain't heard it?
I
Oh, it's
heard that
fun.
shit, man. I need to
It's
hear
fun.
that. I need to hear it,
It's
man.
funny. It's fun. I think it's like 4 shows back. It was the intro. It was
No,
the intro
it
like
was
four
the
shows
intro.
back.
Well,
Four, five shows back.
if it was the intro, it should be pretty easy to find. You know,
Yeah, bro.
I ain't gotta go through the broadcast or something.
You ain't
That's what
seen it. I
happened,
thought you would have saw it by now.
man. But that's what people get for fucking with people with talent. You know.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly. For real.
Yeah, man. But you know, I'm sitting up there like, you got sons and you got black sons and you listen to Cynthia G.
Yeah.
Like seriously. Like
That's nuts.
what do you think Cynthia G think of your black son? She
It
wouldn't
was
answer the
good for the
question.
goose means fuck the gander.
I mean, like she couldn't answer it. She couldn't answer it. Oh, yeah. I mean, it doesn't mean that what Cynthia G is saying is not true. This had nothing to do with Cynthia G. You posted the
Wow.
fucking video. You posted
What?
the video.
So she could actually listen to old girl and not attest any of the negativity that she spits about brothers onto her 3 black sons. They all got black daddies, or y'all.
Yeah.
My
They look
bad.
like they look like they daddy black.
Okay,
They look like
yeah, I should have said that. My bad. That's fucked up. I should say, is their dad black? If I said no, they
yeah,
all look
black.
like they
I
got
mean,
black daddies.
that ain't too far fetched these days.
That's fucked up.
Like yeah, I mean, like
God
you got
damn.
black sons and you watching this bitch saying everything under the sun about black men.
Not
You
my
know,
son though. Not the black men in
not,
this house.
oh, not the black men in my family.
Yes,
My
please.
father, my father. Like, shut the fuck up, bitch. Like your father. Like, listen to that bitch with your daddy. Then let's see how he react.
Hmm.
I bet you say she trash, but the fact that she's doing so good on social media is a reflection of our people.
Well,
You,
not necessarily just our people, but it's also a reflection of the taste of those who are not of our communities as well,
man,
because they love to see a nigga getting bashed. Remember, the chief purveyors of I mean, the purchasers of those who you know, what I'm saying, enjoyed all that crazy ass hip hop, to where even black people was like, yeah, you get a little bit of
you
much, a little
know,
bit much.
and I don't
Wasn't
click
us.
and I don't click on CNG videos. I don't. I
Yeah.
don't click on CNG videos, but I had to go see the hack. I clicked on one of the video. I clicked on one of the hack videos. It was somebody that I see in the space
Okay.
that down with that B1 shit. You know, B1. You know, he
Okay.
down with that shit. This motherfucker simping hard like a motherfucker. Hey, sorry guys. We're working on seeing what happened. Like, I'm like a whole black man sitting up here explaining for this bitch.
I mean, if she got the powers, don't hate the player, play the game. Look,
She got the power.
if she got the power,
What power? Like she take off her wig and then people just their minds just go blank and just become zombies. Like what the fuck?
The power to invigorate the hidden blue pill in the motherfucker.
Blue pill. Yeah, I talked about. Where was that? I talked about blue pill last week.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. But look, I don't know. The thing is, okay, it's not hard to find someone who will compromise themselves these days. Integrity is it seems to be one of the last bastions of this society. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I had to put that back up there.
There we go. Cypher already.
Oh, taking the blue pill. That man want the blue pill.
I don't want to remember nothing.
Nothing. I don't want to remember shit.
Nothing.
Fuck all that.
Recycle piss water and gruel and shit. No, man, I'm done with this.
No.
I am done with this shit.
Put me back in the box. You will get us Mr. Neo.
Yeah.
I told you I can't do that.
Yeah, I'm talking about dudes like this.
Who is this motherfucker?
These the kind of dudes that's playing for Cynthia G.
Well, I mean, look at his face. Look at his face. Look, just look. Any motherfucker that got the brow furrowed up like that and them his lips curled like that on the side, already finna go into bitch made mode.
That motherfucker was sucking his teeth saying that shit too. Oh, they getting tired. They getting tired of us, y'all. I said, man, I cut that video off.
Bro, it's probably hard to even just listen to the first minute. How long is it?
Yeah, like I think that video in particular was just like it was like 15 minutes, but it went viral. Because
of course it went viral. Look at this motherfucker. He's probably apologetic the whole time. Everything about him looks bitch made.
I'm sorry you got two baby daddies. Us black men shouldn't have did that.
Straight up apologetic. That whole shit out of here.
Hey, what up? What up,
you know
Chaos
what
Ray?
This says, well, I've been listening to some things, and I think they have a point. They have a point on some things, fellas.
The only point that he could make out of all of that is you can't make a bitch want you. That's about it. You can't make one want you. You can't make one do what you say. It's just that cut and dry. But do I fear
who make this face don't get bitches desiring them to such a degree?
Not at all.
No,
not at all. Yeah, but see, the thing is though, if they giving up on me, that's just one or two more naps I can take. That's how I see it. I see it as a glass half full. I don't have to deal with you, bitch. Fuck out of here.
For real, my time, ho.
Yeah. Fuck out of here. I don't give a damn about your fucking respect. What your respect mean to me? Nothing. Zilch. What up, Chaos Rain?
What's good, man? What's good?
Hey, Chaos Rain. Chaos Rain been around us a long time. In our he saw us. He saw us in our beginning stages. You know.
Yeah.
Already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
Chaos, you gonna ask?
Go ahead, Rogish. Go ahead, ask.
All right. Chaos Rain. What was it that brought you to YouTube?
I was doing YouTube a while back on another person's channel. I did not establish my own channel until 2019. I was doing the podcasting, the Blog Talk Radios and stuff.
Okay.
Back then, and that was like end of 2015, I believe, up to somewhat present day. So I've been doing the thing for a while now.
And shout out to Donnie. I see Donnie just dropped off. Is the I guess the counting sheep, they just got too numerous and he just
all right. So
but thanks for coming through again, Donnie. But
that's interesting because I always assume, like me, a lot of folks been on YouTube since it started, but some of y'all didn't use YouTube at all until like till it was already like well established. Even you, Kev, like when did you first start YouTube?
I first started YouTube in 2018.
God
Damn,
like it
22,
was
man.
like because it was like I used to watch YouTube, but
Right.
I thought of it as like a big media thing. So, it was out of my reach and it was something I couldn't possibly do. And I needed to concentrate on other things in my life anyway.
Right.
But like I said, when I started that Facebook group and it grew so fast, like it grew to 20,000 in no time. And,
Mm.
I saw the subject matter that people were approaching, and I
Right.
had to understand why such ignorant bullshit is such popular topics. So, so I had to get out
For
here,
real.
it was kind of a stepping outside of the box thing. I had to get out here and get other perspectives because maybe my worldview was narrow minded,
Hmm.
so,
Yeah, that's how you grow, though. But see, there you go. Once you start questioning that, that's how you grow. You know what I mean?
hmm yeah,
Bam.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. I mean, but my reasoning for being here for real right now is to strengthen black men's media.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
Yeah, is to strengthen it. I know it doesn't begin with me, and I'm really sincerely hoping that it doesn't end with me. That brothers keep coming on board, and understand that there was a level of conditioning that you do have. Some of us are more conditioned than others, and
Right.
you can tell by the way that a lot of people fight for the status quo.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah.
in particularly simps, blue pilled simps.
Hmm.
They will fight you tooth and nail for the status quo. Women are constantly in survival mode, so they're gonna go with whatever they think gives them an advantage. You
Yeah.
know, we have to do. I don't know. I don't know if y'all gonna agree with this. We have to. We as men, we possess the physical strength and the natural urge to survive anyway. So we have to do less to adapt than women do. I mean, women, they use their sexuality to survive. We don't have to do that. We can use our hands and our feet. But is my thing is though, the conversation, as far as the conversation about women, we have to have these conversations to understand their impact on us,
Exactly.
their
Exactly.
their impact. Otherwise, you just gonna end up some blue pilled ass nigga that's just gonna keep complaining about what men are talking about because you come from a generation of men that refuse to deal with the problem. You come from old niggas that kept telling you you don't say nothing to these, you don't say nothing. No, man, you want
I
motherfuckers.
remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you want motherfuckers to be miserable. You
Yep.
want you want motherfuckers to continue wondering why this shit keeps happening to them. No, and then us men with experience, no, we're going to tell you so you can do this one thing that wasn't taught to us. We had to learn it like in a baptism by fire.
Right.
We can teach young men preventative maintenance.
Measures.
Yeah. Preventative maintenance. Preventative maintenance. We they can do things to keep themselves out of fucked up situations that we, were in just because we were a little bit ignorant to whatever was going on. We
Well,
there's
ultimately, we were ignorant to our worth. That was the issue, and that's what the Black Manosphere is correcting. That's what these younger cats are now standing on.
Art,
They're standing on a higher qualitative perspective of their worth.
hey, Art New Style, you talking about like this pinky right here?
Say it again, nigga. Say it again.
Say another motherfucking word.
Say another
Mission is over.
motherfucking word.
I
I
ain't
ain't
playing,
playing, nigga.
nigga. Shoot, man.
That's your cousin.
Pink, Pinky, Pinky about made that film. Like
You know,
I would probably look at it as I look at it as a Friday, but I probably look at it a little different if it wasn't for Pinky. Not saying
yeah.
that's a good thing or that's a bad thing, but like, I mean, for real, when that movie first came out, and Friday is basically a weed film. And guess what I had plenty of before I went and saw that movie?
Friday
Man,
is
I was so baked going in the next Friday. I was baked going in I was baked going into Friday after next. Like I wasn't getting baked when the first Friday came out.
he said baked.
But when next
Speaking of
Friday
which,
and Friday after next, yeah, man, pass that shit. Friday and
yeah.
Friday after next, man, I went in there full blaze, man. Next Friday was one of the funniest movies I ever remember going in the movie theater to see. It,
Motherfucker, it's gonna be funny if you black.
the,
What the
the,
fuck?
the next Friday and Bad Santa.
Oh man,
I was
bad Santa.
man, I was on the
Yeah,
floor with
I
Bad
was fucked. I
Santa.
was fucked up when I went to see Bad Santa. I'll admit that. That was fucking hilarious.
Man,
Hilarious. You
bad.
ain't gonna shit right for a week. Yo,
but
but Jack Tripper, cuz he was the
but your boy
funniest motherfucker, man.
but your boy Tony Cox,
Tony,
the little black person.
yeah, I remember Tony.
Man, he was mega funny. A couple years ago, his wife accused him of beating her in the sun, and this
God damn.
motherfucker going around in a wheelchair that's a high chair wheelchair. I'm like, how in the fuck did this man pull this off? Then this lady's like, oh, he's stronger than he looks. I'm like, you didn't get the fuck up out of here with that bullshit.
You don't think that
If you
little
don't kick
motherfucker strong? Look, that
you don't kick
motherfucker
that
no
little motherfucker over.
nunchucks,
I mean,
man.
man,
That
no,
little
that's nunchucks, man. That dude's in a damn high chair wheelchair right now.
okay,
That
you
man can't
slap
do
the
shit. He
fuck
can't
out
do
of
a damn.
somebody top of
Mr.
somebody's
Parker,
knee or something,
Mr.
man.
Parker can't do a damn thing
That'd be
right now.
dangerous.
Damn devil, like.
Mm-hmm. Baby, we just praying. We just
Oh
praying. You
man.
lying, bitch.
Oh man.
Miss Parker.
Man.
Damn, now you got me in the fucking movie mode, bro.
Oh God. Oh man, those movies were classic. That Half Baked, I could watch Half Baked over and over again.
Half Baked was my Bible, cuz, for
Oh
like a
man.
whole summer, nigga, for real.
Oh
I watched
man.
it every day.
Every
Alright.
day, God.
Every motherfucking day, dog. Every day. I had to watch it. It was like the first time I heard Devin the Dude. I listened to that motherfucker. That was the only CD I listened to for like a whole summer.
Devin the Dude.
That was it. Every day. It was just so funky, so slick. Everything was about herb. I'm like, all right then.
I'd be in the bathroom boo booing.
Boo.
I mean, that's another
What did
group
it all we?
that's another group of black men that talked about black women all day.
Who that? Oh, rappers. Oh yeah, rappers.
Rappers.
Bitches ain't shit but hoes and
Hoes
tricks. Lick on these nuts and suck.
And I mean, like, the thing is, though, and the funny thing, and the funny thing about rap music, is that there were women rapping too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So they could have responded to any of this stuff at any time. But guess what? These same guys that would be talking about bitches and hoes and stuff like that would be the same guys that put them on and gave them careers.
I mean, but they wasn't talking about them, no. So the thing is, if the women think that they a bitch, then they talking about that bitch. But they ain't talking about all the bitches, you know what I'm saying? And you want to talk about all the hoes, because all the hoes and bitches wasn't offended. It was just some women didn't like the fact that, all right, well, damn, everybody's hearing them say it.
Man went back to the days of UTFO.
Roxanne.
And then like that also like brought on one of the best diss rappers in history, Roxanne Shante. I know you remember her.
Of course I remember
Shante,
Roxanne.
She would
But at
she
that
would
time
destroy.
I was listening to Too Short at that time. So
I remember
don't
when
stop rapping. Don't stop rapping.
I remember that nigga ain't gonna never tomorrow retired one album and then tomorrow he just can't stay away the next. Man, come on, dude. For real? Just can't stay away. It's like, man, it wasn't like nobody was begging you to stay, man. Too Short really was not that good. He's a part of classic hip hop, but he wasn't that good.
I mean, he made funky cuts, man. And the thing is, if your shit jam, it jam.
Man, but let me say this before the thought gets away a little bit too much. You know, going back to Roxanne Shante. Remember Hammer's Girls, Old Town 357?
Of course.
Man, like she dissed them, Roxanne Shante.
Oh
Um,
shit. Hey,
the
that is
clapback,
hardcore.
the clapback from Oaktown 357 was so weak. I think it ended them.
What? They had a weak clap back against Roxanne Shante.
Yeah, but Oaktown 357 wasn't really that good though.
And I know, but the thing
I mean,
is,
they were
to have one of the greats go at you, shit, you step up. I ain't a fan of Shady, but he said it. You got one moment to own it. You better let it go. All that was it. You only get one shot. Look, if
Yeah.
she went at you, one, she possibly found you somewhat formidable. They didn't even arrive to the battle.
No, man. I mean, look who they had at the helm. They had MC Hammer. Hey, man, but
That's
man,
fucked
but
up. You said
man,
that.
but man, let me tell you something. I was looking at like the other day. I was looking at some older pictures of Old Town 357.
Yeah.
I just realized how good Terrible T looked. Like I was like, damn, she was cute.
I'm
Terrible
trying
T
to
was
think. Terrible T.
Terrible T.
Look, all the chicks had that one hairstyle and biker shorts, cuz so it's all a blur of bitches with dookie
But
braids, motherfucking biker shorts. Oh, what was they trying to wear? Dockers or some shit, and a
yeah,
motherfucking jackets
here we
and
go.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
Here we go. I got some. Let me see. Let me get some images up here. Let me share this screen. Yeah. Let me let's see. Share screen.
Hold up, the outspoken introvert said, "Bitches with problems." I remember. I remember that female rap
With
group.
problems.
Bitches with
what
problems.
what the hell exactly are you saying?
It was whoa. Okay, yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what it was. All that biker shit, biker suits and biker shorts.
Biker
and
short,
that
all that
fucking hair.
stuff. The hair, all that stuff, man. Yeah.
God damn, that's a throwback, boy.
Yeah, and let me see if I can blow this up. This is what they look like today.
these guys say a
Ter-
blur of
ter-
bangs.
yeah, terrible. Like, God damn, come on, man.
Damn, all right then.
This like Sweet LD pretty much still looks like Sweet LD. Terrible T
Mhm.
big as fuck now. I don't know if you can see this.
That's what happened, dog. Everybody get big as fuck.
Like she got married and the dude put like a few kids in her. That's what
Okay.
happened to Terrible T.
Okay, but they can work it off, man. You know what I'm saying? They
And
can
they
always
can work it out, but
off.
like some of that shit is a little late. Like a little late for him. Like shit.
Yeah, she was pretty. Look at her. The other one, she just looked strong in the motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. But she's still but she's still small.
Okay, so she's small, a little stout. All right, then it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, then this is the rarely known third member that no one paid attention to. You know, because remember, it was like 4 of them, then it was 2, then it was 3, then it was over with. They were having a lot of like when MC Hammer went broke, or like when he had to sell that house with the remote control waterfall. That was it for everybody in that hood, man. That was it.
He said, but he had to sell the waterfall. His place had a waterfall. He had a waterfall at his mansion.
I remember the Pumps and Bump video.
I do remember that. I thought
they had the sock and the Speedo.
Okay. Bumps in a bump. Yo, but that was a funky cut, though.
Yeah.
That was a funky cut.
That was probably
he had another
best
cut
shit
on there called Sultry Funk. That shit was funky than a motherfucker.
Yeah. That's when Dr. Dre produced an MC Hammer. He tried to repackage MC Hammer.
Yeah.
And you could tell that really wasn't him because he started wearing more gangster shit. He went on Arsenio Hall and, you know, he was wearing the skull cap and the big jean suit and all this other stuff, trying to act like he was all hard. And then, you know, after that was the Pumps and Bump video.
I ain't got nothing but the funk in me.
I don't know if you saw. I don't know if you saw that MC Hammer story with Ramani Malco, the guy that played on Ladies Man, black guy.
Nah, he played
Not
Hammer.
Ladies Man, no, not Ladies Man. 40-Year-Old Virgin.
I know you're talking about. Yeah, yeah. Shout out to
Ramani
Rama. Yeah,
Malco. Yeah,
that nigga funny as fuck.
he played MC Hammer. And, like Ahmed Johnson, the wrestler, played Suge Knight.
I didn't see that. Wow, really? All right then.
They was. I remember they was retelling the Pumps and the Bump story. They covered that part in the movie, and then like he was around that dance with all the girls around the remote control waterfall. Then his wife and kid walked in.
Wow.
Then they tried to make it like he was real ashamed of doing all that, and then that's when he started coming out with the religious stuff. I'm going up yonder, you know.
And you know what? And he got everybody back too.
Yeah,
That was the crazy part. I'm like, all right then, I'm going to the Lord. All right then. Well, he always kind of did in his first album. We got to pray and all that other shit, right?
And then he released this song, you know, trying to call out Jay-Z for selling his soul to the devil.
What the fuck?
I don't know if this video is still up.
Who released the song? Are we still talking about
MC Hammer? This was
Nigga,
MC Hammer. MC Hammer was talking about some man. He sold his soul to the Illuminati and all this other stuff. Had this no name dude. They had discount Savion Glover doing little dance moves and shit in the video.
What the fuck? Wow. I didn't know none of that.
He said Lamont Bentley played Pac. Oh yeah, he did. Yeah.
You know what? Maybe I did see that. You know, that was a long time ago, wasn't it? I remember homie playing Pac though. Rest in peace, cuz.
Yeah, Lamont Bentley. Yeah, somebody said they wanted me to do a broadcast on Lamont Bentley.
Right.
Yeah, about what happened to him. Lamont Bentley was in a car accident.
Was that what it was?
Yeah, he was in a car. Lamont Bentley was in a car accident. That's what killed him. See, Merlin Santana was different because he died due to proxy violence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, but we still remember those who, you know, passed away for under whatever circumstances.
Yeah.
You know, like Trini from the Power Rangers. They say she was in a car accident.
Trini died? Get the fuck out of here.
Trini, the saber-tooth tiger girl.
Yeah, nigga, the Asian chick, nigga. I know Trini.
I thought she died from the illness.
No. She died in a car accident.
Oh fuck.
Damn, rest in peace, Trini. Peace, peace to your family.
Yeah. I watch Mojo. I don't know if you watch their YouTube channel, and they did then they did like a video on all the Power Rangers that died.
Oh, that's gotta be fucked up.
yeah, because I mean there were so many.
All you gotta look at that was Walter. Walter is 50, and he looks just like he was back in 19. You
talking about Walter Jones?
Yeah, man, look the same, man. Everybody else, cause you know they're not black, they age pretty bad.
Yo, your timing with saying that was great. Yo, he's trying to be so nice with it, but like, no, because they're not the black. It sounded so scientific.
That's fucked up.
Banana.
You know, hey, remember 21 Jump Street? Remember the old show?
Yeah, I remember the old show.
Remember H.T. Aoki? The Asian.
The H.T. Aoki.
Yeah. He was the Asian guy.
He I'm gonna assume he was the karate sidekick. Addition to the group.
I don't know. I just like. Well, the point I was trying to make was he was married to Trini from Power Rangers.
Oh shit! All right then. That's what's up. Keep it in the family already.
Yeah. She died in the car accident.
Oh, that's fucked up. All right then. So you know, much respect to y'all.
She died on her way to the hospital.
Say what?
That she died in the ambulance on her way to the hospital.
What? What was she going to the hospital for? For an illness?
No. When she was in the car accident. The
Oh,
ambulance picked her up, and then they said she died from
oh,
internal injuries.
okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Jason Frank, who recently like
He died last year. Right?
yeah
Suicide.
he self-deleted.
Peace, Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy, the probably the greatest.
He did not live for the 30th anniversary.
Yeah, they said he's supposed to have his independent film coming out.
It's still coming out. It's supposed to come out anytime now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, shout out to all the trusted Asian sidekicks. You're right, D. Scott. You know what I'm talking about? For real. They gave us some pretty dope TV back in the days. You know what I'm saying? What homie name is Reyes, Ernie Reyes.
Ernie
Appreciate
Reyes
it.
Jr. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Respect.
He was a little kid that could whoop everybody's ass. And then
He was cool though.
yeah. Then he appeared in Ninja Turtles 2: The Secret of the Ooze.
Yeah, he showed it.
And that was the last time I seen that motherfucker. The last time. So he might have been in other shit, man. I just don't know. Look, Ernie Reyes Jr. Let me see. Yeah, because everybody thought he was some cool shit because he was a kid that could fight.
I mean, shit, motherfucker was like 4 years old and shit. What the fuck? It was, and obviously, you know,
that motherfucker is 51 years old. That motherfucker
Ooh.
got Ernie Reyes Jr.
Oh.
That motherfucker got me by 5 years.
Okay. Ernie Reyes, all right.
I always thought he was younger than me. That motherfucker was older.
You thought he was younger? Man, that's crazy.
Man, dude. Like, I guess he just had what Gary Coleman had, but then he grew up to be a normal. Then he grew up to be a normal sized human being, you know.
Hey, when I was young, I called them all tattoos, because I figured, I didn't know what a tattoo was. You know what I'm saying? You thought midget, but you know what I'm saying, it wasn't midget. It was just, little person, but you weren't thinking little person. So I'm like, all right, I know tattoo little, but you know what I'm saying, they all seem to have that head on them.
Tattoo.
You know what I'm saying? So like, all right, tattoos, nigga. So Gary Coleman was a tattoo.
I was like, don't ask me why I was looking at a picture of Fantasy Island with Mr. Rourke and tattoo. I can do shit but laugh, man. I mean, I feel bad, man, but still, this shit was, man. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Tell me you tell me y'all wouldn't be going to hell if y'all laughed. Let me see.
Hold on, let me take a rip.
Let me see Fantasy Island. Fantasy Island. I remember I was watching Fantasy Island as a kid. You know, dude was like, the plane.
The plane, boss, the plane.
The plane.
Hey, boss, the plane, boss. What you gonna do? I'm like, come on, man. He was a pet on that motherfucking show, cuz. That is fucked up.
Yeah, look at this shit.
That plane, boss.
with his substitute white father. Look at this shit, man.
Oh wait, they redid it?
That's the original. That's the original image.
Oh, okay.
I remember this comedian telling a joke. I remember this comedian telling a joke about Herbie Villachez. It's like, if the short guy Herbie Villachez, he was like, what if he was Batman? This man would jump out of the shadows and nobody would believe him. I'm Batman.
You know what? With this Fantasy Island shit, it makes me think of how, you know what I'm saying, the U.S. operates with what it does with its predictive programming, right? So it's like, don't remember all the time during the 80s when a movie came out, it just so happened that the United States actually has some actualities going on in that part of the world that was somewhat similar to the movie at the same time, right? Every time. So, you know what I'm saying, hence all the movies that was about being in Central America. And, that's why, killing a bunch of million motherfuckers at a time. You know what I'm saying? Schwarzenegger going through, they kidnapped your daughter, so you got to kill everybody on the motherfucking island.
All right. Yeah, I remember Cobra.
Oh, was that? No, that was Commando.
Commando. I remember Commando.
All of Chuck Norris's shit. They were always going into some Southeast Asian shit.
I remember how the main bad guy. I remember the main bad guy in Commando, even though he was supposed to be a badass. Thought of him as kind of being effeminate.
That shit was terrible. Who the fuck selected him as a
as a goddamn.
John, come on, John. You know, skip it through the night. I'm like, man, this is the most unintimidating bad guy I've ever seen in my life.
Yo,
He's supposed to
it's
be
like,
dangerous.
what the fuck was supposed to be dangerous? But no, he had a chainmail on, and they got a
Chain mail.
chain.
Like, that's gonna save you, bro. It'll make it a little harder.
Oh shit!
Well, I
But
tell you, you gotta love the 80s, man. You gotta
but-
love the 80s.
but to land my point, at the time when they were doing this fantasy island shit, they was probably getting people accustomed to them setting up all these resorts everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So people get accustomed to it. Next thing
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
don't think they don't
go
use
to
TV.
Aruba and all that old shit. You know what I mean?
Don't think that TV doesn't condition people to, you know, so they can market shit. Like, you know, when rappers, like, you know, rap is trash now.
Yeah.
But, you know, doing his final stand of, you know, the time where, you know, niggas like Rick Ross and Drake came in, and even like with Jay-Z at his height. I
Mhm.
mean, they would use rap music to promote products.
Yeah.
You know, like Young Jeezy promoting Roof Chris and Vizu jeans. You know, Jay-Z promoting Cristal.
Vizu jeans. That's the name of the jeans.
Yeah, Vizu jeans. They were like jeans that came in a briefcase. They were like $300 and $400.
Oh man, get the fuck out!
Yeah, you had to kiss my ass at this point. Them jeans that'll walk for me. Goddamn shit.
Wait. You said they came in a briefcase or with
In a briefcase.
Man, get the fuck out!
You bought them that they came in a briefcase.
Was it a functional briefcase, or was it just to buy them for the purchase and the novelty of receiving them in a briefcase as
I
the
don't
type of package?
fucking know. I mean,
But it Vizu. How the
call
fuck
them
you
Vizu
spell?
jeans. I don't know.
How the fuck you spell that?
Let
What
me-
grown
let me-
man gonna put something on this body name? Wait, what are those?
Say it in,
Visu.
Let me say it real quick. Let me see if Google can find it.
What
Vizu
the
jeans.
Okay,
Yeah.
Evisu.
Evisu. Yeah,
Evisu. Was it? Is it African? Or is that were they African?
I don't know, but I ain't never buying that shit.
It sounds African. Evisu. Evisu. What the fuck? Niggas is crazy.
Yeah, people just buy stuff because it costs a lot of damn money. That's all.
Okay, but motherfuckers don't know nothing about value or
Yeah.
worth then.
Yeah. Like I'm looking at these prices on this website: $425, $259, $349, $385. I'm like, what?
For one pair of jeans.
One pair of jeans.
That you probably gotta insure.
$515. Man, you have lost your motherfucking mind.
Oh, wait, Evisu. So who was Jeezy talking to? His peers or something? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Hove, go get the Evisu, nigga.
Man,
Did he have a whole bunch of motherfuckers trying to buy $500 jeans and shit? I heard when it came to his jeans, nigga was what was that shit? That expensive jeans that motherfucker was talking about. Red Monkey.
yeah, but see,
Is that it?
that these guys said he never heard of them until now. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
same.
I heard of it through Young Jeezy. You know, Rick Ross, he used to talk about Rose, and Maybach Benzes and all that shit.
That nigga just like rolling around the city and shit. I roll around. I'm
Yeah.
big than the motherfucker got money. Don't you wish you were me? It's your fucking
put a
life stealing ass
shirt
out
on,
of here,
dude.
nigga.
Damn,
There
Rick,
you
like put a fucking shirt on, bro. Like get an expensive shirt and promote that. Like,
No.
I mean, I remember back in the day, like,
I'm a boss.
I remember
I'm a
back in the day.
boss. I'm a boss.
I remember back in the day, like rappers used to promote Rolex watches, and everybody thought Rolex watches was a big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really shows you the power of this media, and I'm gonna go ahead I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah,
Like,
because
you know.
you're gonna do like a double header.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
well, yeah, it's kind of a double header, but then like I might just do the show straight through, depending on how many people are there. I mean,
Okay.
shoot, it's probably gonna be a straight through anyway, like a 7 hour. But I will say this: that there is power in the media. There's power in the media. There is power and influence, and with great power, what's the rest of the saying, comes great responsibility. If you are a social media influencer, you have a certain level of power that you have to take responsibility for. Just like a lot of these, like when Donnie was saying earlier, a lot of dudes out here, they're they're telling these guys things that have absolutely no common sense to them.
Mm, that
And
part.
and the thing is, I believe that with content creation, a lot of people do minimize their impact. Just like with the female species minimizing their impact on the emotions of men, when we know as men that is there, and maybe this female has a little bit too much power and control over our emotions. So
Mm,
we have to start telling other young men is that it's okay for you to concentrate on becoming the best version of yourself, and once you do
right.
that, then the women will come. These are common sense things that my parents used to teach me. And common sense is ain't so common these days. Common sense is lost on a lot of folks. And the thing is, by strengthening black men's media, we have the chance to reverse all of this. You know, and
Indeed.
it doesn't mean that we're going to reach everyone, but we can reach the right people.
Well, I wouldn't say reverse. I would say to basically infer upon the current feed, right? If folks don't think that you actually have influence, then I mean, I don't know what other symbol saying do folks need, right? As far as go with the reversal, that's a societal thing. Yeah, I don't think the society is going to reverse can reverse like that. It's just that you could possibly pull more folks into thinking critically about what it is they're participating with within the bullshit of society. And then, saying eventually start making better worth decision, better moves, better,
Hmm.
saying understanding what benefit, worth, and value actually is.
Hmm.
Yeah. But on that note, I'm finna mash out. Thank y'all for the sharpening. Long live the habitual line steppers. Holla at y'all. Respect.
Long live. Peace out.
All right. Nah, nothing else to say. Okay, but this came up here. I wasn't really gonna come up. I was gonna wait for tomorrow, but
Word. It's all good, bro. You're always welcome. And see knowledge and the outspoken introvert said that Jay-Z said something about a Visu jeans first on his album, The Blueprint. So okay, that is somewhat of a correction. Jeezy did talk about it too, though. But yeah, but still, that shit too expensive. Like
oh
shit,
fuck.
if it's too expensive for a guy like me. Now, granted, I become a 8 figure nigga, then maybe the Visu jeans would be a possibility. But until then, I ain't even saying 7 figures. I'm talking about 8 figures. Well, I'm a very practical, very regular person. It doesn't take very much to you know s- please me at all. I mean, just not that difficult a person to deal with. But people shouldn't try to push my buttons just like they shouldn't try to push anyone's buttons at this point. Um, so if you don't understand why I'm here, if you've been here listening, then I don't know what else to tell you. Maybe you'll get it one day. Uh, but black men's media is very important. So yeah, I see Ark Nostal down there. Yeah, definitely go check out his channel as well. Uh, Mr. Rick Rock. But anyway, yeah, thank y'all once again for coming through. Uh, for those of you watching and for those of you in the replay gang, please tune in tomorrow night. I am is a combo Black Manosphere show of the week. Uh, Smoke Show Sundays. Yeah, yeah. Tomorrow night's gonna be several hours, so uh, clear your calendars if you can. But yeah, I have a feeling about tomorrow. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in and going on this journey, this social media broadcast journey with me once again. And I will see you guys tomorrow night. Thank you. Long live the habitual line steppers. In Kev we trust. And remember, when you don't give up, you definitely win. Peace out.